All right, guys, while a lot of bands, these bands, like they got the one guy out front, right? You've got the White Snakes, the Led Zeppelins, the Judas Priest, right? You know what I'm talking about? But then, there's some bands that say, well, why have one lead singer or one front man when two is twice as nice? On this week's Loudini Rock and Roll Circus podcast, we're going to count down 10 of the greatest bands with two or more lead vocalists. Stick around. Get ready to rock out with your talk out. It's the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Moms and dads, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. My name is Lou Lombardi, a.k.a. Loudini. What is a Loudini Rock and Roll Circus? Well, it's this. You stumbled upon it, and so lucky for you because you are in for a treat. The Loudini Rock and Roll Circus gets together every week, talks about music, drinks some booze, does a few other things to get us lubed up, exactly. And we pick a cool music topic. We think it's cool because we think it's cool, and we know you love it. But we pick a cool music topic. We go around the room. We discuss it, do some countdowns, do some album retrospectives, do some band histories, do some where are they nows, things like that, and just have a good time talking about it. We have a live audience that we mix things up with as well. So thank you for tuning in and checking it out. We are on all the cool podcast networks out there. So anywhere you like to listen to your podcast, you can find Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. I want to say our website, LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. Check out stuff like our old, going way back years, our YouTube archive. There's even videos of when it was just me and Pittsburgh Kevin many years ago, me and Keith the Hawk Hawkins, me and Katie Simone. It was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of great incarnations out there, tons of interviews. You can find out more about that at Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. You can also get on our mailing list and become part of our live audience when we do this each week. Also, shout out to Rock Rage Radio. Go to rockrageradio.com, download that goddamn app, and get the most amazing music content, including the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, streamed into your ear, doing it to you in your ear hole 24/7. What more could you want? Amazing music content, including the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. There's a great show on there called Hot Licks with Lily Six. We're going to hear a little bit more about a little bit later on. Shout out to Wolf's Customs. Talk about Wolf's Customs because they do refinishes, custom artwork on your musical instruments. Check them out. You can find them all over social media or wolfscustoms.online. As I mentioned, I did mention Rock Rage Radio and Hot Licks with Lily 6. We have in the flesh today. We have the host or hostess?
Doesn't matter.
The hostess. No, that sounds like a cupcake.
Smells like a snack cake.
It does, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I'm a snack kid.
I studied on eating on you. I studied on it quite a bit.
Oh, there it is.
Lily V6 from Hot Licks with Lily 6. What's up, Lily?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going great. What is a hot lick with Lily 6?
Six. Hot licks would be, music. Hot licks,
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh, wow.
Do you
I was reaching to do something. I was hoping you would maybe fill in so I didn't have
Care to
speak.
elaborate?
Oh, you. Okay.
But then, no, that's
But a
okay.
Hot
That's
Licks
all right.
with-
I'll do all the fucking work,
Hot
goddammit.
Licks, oh, please.
It's your
Hot Licks with
podcast.
Lily Six is a show that you can see, or not see, but listen to on Rock Rage Radio. I do a lot of interviews. I play a lot of mainstream bands, a lot of unsigned bands, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to listen to me. So
Yay!
it's
Yay! That's so beautiful.
It is.
And we have, of course, the irrepressible,
What?
the indispensable,
Sure.
the ubiquitous,
Hey, watch your language.
our colored commentator,
Oh,
Mr. Pittsburgh Kevin.
How y'all doing out there? That was the longest night in Lou Lombardi's life, but he never made a sound.
That was good.
You can
Good
use your
one.
imagination.
I
Yeah,
love that.
away from my life some
I
days.
have to say that
Hold still, Loudini.
Pittsburgh Kevin
Hold
really.
still.
I think that Pittsburgh Kevin really.
All right, Billy.
Fort.
All right, now say it 3 times.
Fort.
All right, what do you eat soup with?
A fucking spoon, Ryan.
You got
Because
it.
I'm not retarded. Dude, this is the stuff that's making your parents want to split up. This is why your dog doesn't want you to pet him. This is why you can't get hard in the bedroom. This is why you're going through all these issues, Ryan. No, you just think it's about these jokes. It's becoming a serious matter, okay? You think these jokes are leading to bigger problems in your life. You need to change your whole life around. Maybe go to guidance. Maybe get some help. Jesus fucking Christ.
Emotional damage.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So we always break for emotional damage as well here. So that's the one of the things. And as we have a cool topic, as always, we're going to do a couple other fun things. Lily has a new and notable band that she wants to tell you guys about. Pittsburgh Kevin, you're going to have. I was on vacation for a few days, and I'm not as some of you who are watching. It took us a little while to kind of get the thing started here, so I'm like kind of like I'm still on vacation. So
In
I
his
like
own brain.
I just just flew in here, screeching, ran in the house, you know, and ate some mushrooms and came down here. So I'm just kidding.
You did not eat any mushrooms.
Yeah, well,
There's no pizza upstairs.
Portobello.
Oh,
Grilled? Portobello. Grilled portobello.
Stuffed.
But, or grilled stuffed.
This is getting dirtier.
No, right? Well, that's
I'll
us.
grill you and stuff you, baby.
That's us.
I will make you so stuffed. You know what
It's time
time
later. It's time for the percolator.
it's time for the percolator, Lily. So you get ready. You ready?
No.
The other thing we do, we're gonna play around with we do lyrics with Loudini. You know, I there's not many times I say that I would have to censor myself. And those of you that listen to the podcast, right, and you guys here, I rarely censor myself, even when sometimes I probably should. But I will actually have to censor myself on this one today. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Of course, as always, it will be what the Beatles did today is coming up as well.
Right.
A little bit later on.
Maybe some cool birthdays.
And then we got some birthdays, and we also got we're gonna hit it up here a little bit later on as well. So stick around for a while. At the end is when we get together with the audience and have a good time. So we have some bands. We're just going to kind of go around the room. Lily, what do you got? These are bands, by the way, that have like 2 or more like frontmen. Now we're not talking about the conga player sang on one song. I'm not talking about that. Like the Rolling Stones, like Keith Richards sings "Happy" and one or two, you know. Right. But he isn't co-doing, you know, he isn't like the other lead singer in the band. It's Mick.
Right.
So we're talking about bands where like there's 2 that were they really traded off and did a lot of stuff together. So before we do that, there is one thing.
Yes.
Man, I got bit up this weekend. Oh, criminy. Anyways, but
Bragger.
there is one thing. Before we started, I asked these guys. I said there was a band
Yeah.
from the 1990s. They were a one-hit wonder called Delight. What was the song?
Groove is in the heart.
That's right.
Very good, Lily. You win
Who played
Nothing.
bass?
a suction pop.
That's hot.
Ooh.
Sort of feeling that.
More suction, doctor.
There's something wrong with you. Oh.
Me or him?
Let it go him.
Well, with the
In
you
this
and
case. Yeah. In this case. Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about that. So I think it's a cool song. But what about the bass player?
Who played bass on
Fly,
that? No.
Flea,
No.
Flow.
No. Flo, yes.
Kiss my grits, Delight.
I
have no idea.
That was Bootsy.
Oh,
Oh,
did he really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
Bootsy.
that. That's cool.
oh no, Flea played on
Young MC.
yeah,
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. Yeah.
Yes. See, we know all kind of music.
Is that? But
here.
is Bust a Move? That's more like late '80s, I think. Was
Yeah.
that '90s?
I
actually
think
have
it's
no idea.
late 80s.
You know, they don't. They're not tuning in to hear about. You know.
You have.
I just
you
want to
don't even
show
know they
the
might
folks
be.
that we are multifaceted when it comes to music. We know
Multi-
we know both kind of music,
Country,
and western. That's right.
rock, and roll.
Exactly.
No, we're multicultural here.
That's
Yes,
one thing. One way of
absolutely,
putting it. Sure.
absolutely. I'm for all culture,
Oh, Lord.
except for culture
That
having
one.
to do with anybody who doesn't live in the United States. But other than that, no, it's a joke.
It's
Joke.
a joke, isn't it?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I know. It's a
Sooner
joke.
or later, they're going to have to start teaching what sarcasm is again. We're missing something here.
Lighten up,
So many
Francis.
people don't get it. Okay, so we got these bands. They got a couple of vocalists in them that are really kind of trading off all the time, going back and forth. What is interesting too is like I was thinking, you would think a band like right at the top,
Yeah.
like no, but you would you might at first blush go Hall & Oates.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
John Oates doesn't really. He sings the on
Yes.
Bring Back That Love and Feeling. He does in that bridge section. He does sing that stuff.
But not-
but mostly he's singing harmony
co-host.
with. He's a co-host. He's like it'd be like if Pittsburgh Kevin and I said the same words at the same time during.
God, no.
Oh, Lily. We
God,
would see
no.
the
We
top
could go.
of her
We could
head
do
come
like
off.
we could do a new thing. The Loudini Rock and Roll Circus in stereo.
Oh,
Ready?
did you-
1, 2, 3.
Three.
In stereo.
We do that all the time, though. You and I,
So-
because we share the same brain.
So,
Yes.
by the way, that tribute you wrote to your father on Facebook was very nice.
Oh, thanks.
So I have no idea what we're talking about.
We were talking about bands. Now follow me here. Are you ready? Now listen.
Okay,
to
so
me.
I mentioned Hall & Oates,
There you
so that's so you wouldn't think of them, but it's funny. There's bands like that you would think fit that but aren't really quite what we're talking about. So this is what I think I've described it enough. Lily, what do you have on your list? What
It's
do we
no
got?
wonder I fucking drink so much. Anyway, the first band is the Butcher Babies because I wanted to go heavy and female for
there
the
you
first
go.
one.
Heavy and female.
Yes.
Ooh,
I like
my.
that, don't I?
American heavy metal band from LA. Front women Heidi Shepard and Carla Harvey. Their debut album Goliath was released on July 9th, 2013. They are fantastic. They sort of share the clean and unclean vocals because they do the growling. Yes, like that. They were described as they don't merely sing; they assault the crowd with a blinding flash of aggression and abuse,
Wow.
and the crowd loves them for it.
That's
It's like,
terrible.
it's like you're married to them.
They exactly. They gained a lot of attention from their YouTube video from them performing "Fucking Hostile" by Pantera.
Wow.
Yes, and they're fun. They're super fun to watch, and they're very nice ladies because
Oh,
I've met them.
see, off stage. Sure.
There's a female band that does a great cover of Cowboys from Hell as well. You should look at the comments though on YouTube. They're embarrassing. They make me embarrassed
What?
to be of the male gender. I mean, like these guys are like it's
They're hoping one day.
it's just it's
So-
just really terrible. Like that's bullshit. Like I mean these. We could do a podcast too. I think this might be a good podcast topic on 15 women that are keeping rock alive because right now there's a lot like the Butcher Babies is a really good example of a band. There's a lot of bands like who's the girls that are real young. She looks like almost like a child. She's got
Plush.
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 Oh,
The
yeah.
curly,
Yeah, they're one of my favorites right now. I love them.
Yeah. So there is a I heard about an artist this week. I don't know. Have you guys heard of the artist? She calls herself Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just discovered Her.
Oh, I see what you did there.
She's like Prince or Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
She plays all the instruments.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
should hear her tear up the guitar, man. She can really rip.
Yes.
There's a video of her jamming with Lenny Kravitz doing "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" and she nails the solo. She sounds freaking great. But yeah, Orianthe. There's tons of them that are really like they're in the public conscious and stuff like that. So. I don't know, man. Like it could be the people saying when's rock gonna come? It could be the ladies that bring it back. Let's keep an
Yeah.
open mind. Speaking of ladies, I'm gonna talk about these ladies from Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
Well,
So
the
close.
names.
Well, isn't that what I see? I watched Dodgeball this week. I hadn't seen that in years.
Oh.
And Rip Torn referred. All right, ladies.
Yep.
So I was kind of doing. Inspired Rip Torn. What a great name! How ironic! His last
Rip
name's Torn and his
Torn.
first name's Rip.
His
That's
parents,
real,
were
man.
on
They
the
were
ball.
like that's thinking ahead, Lily. That's fucking thinking ahead.
His parents.
Why am I being punished?
Often abbreviated as AIC, but no, it's out
No,
of the
I've
chain.
never heard that.
Yeah,
I
no.
have.
I mean, I've seen it written because we're in the generation where it's never been so easy to put words like onto type. It's like
LOL.
you have to talk, but we still have to like abbreviate shit. Like no.
Yeah, no. Just
You
say it.
Just say it now. The computer will type it. Calm down. Alice in Chains is an American rock band from Seattle, Washington, formed in 1987 with plus tax guitarist and vocalist Jerry Cantrell and drummer Sean Kenny, who later recruited bassist Mike Starr, and lead vocalist Lane Staley. Starr was replaced by Mike Inez, and then William Duvall joined many years later. So, a lot of stuff that you think is Lane Staley
Yeah.
is Jerry. Yeah, when you see them live, you go, oh, he sings that.
I didn't
song.
even know.
I didn't even know. So it's not like one of those. And you can tell when they sing together the harmony that those two guys had. Just really incredible. They're one of those bands that, like, if you're going to cover them, you could be like the kick-ass musicians, but if you cannot produce those harmony vocals, there's really something like you don't really sound like Alice in Chains. So, but yeah, those two guys, not only the fact that they both wrote and sang their songs, but they also were able to get together and just do something very unique and distinctive with vocal harmonies. You think about the bands, in rock that are like really known for that. Who are they? Right? The Beatles, the Eagles, Crosby, Stills, Nash, bands like that. And then you've got a band like Alice in Chains that's really heavy.
Right.
And they have this amazing harmony, They just really do that well. I mean, I think that's something younger bands could take a lesson. It would be really great to hear more, younger bands doing stuff with vocal harmonies, but still keeping it really heavy. So just something to keep in mind.
Yes.
Pittsburgh,
You were talking
California.
about-
Ladies and gentlemen, Pittsburgh, California.
Never shuts up. I can't get jokes in.
Hello, Pittsburgh,
I
California.
had a joke about butcher babies. I couldn't get it in.
I couldn't get it in.
couldn't get
That
it in.
sounds
I
like
bet
a
you
person.
could.
I bet
What?
you-
Hey, by the way, guys,
Hey, what
tonight
Yeah.
we're going out. We're going in dry and coming out soggy.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Send
I'm
help.
gonna work that in. That's gonna be one of our.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
one of
put
our
that
top-
on a T-shirt.
T-shirt. There you go. Awesome. So I'm going to go back, and this is the band you can blame Lou and I on, because this is the band that we actually kind of met. We didn't meet at their show, but we were having a discussion once in the cafeteria there.
You can't say Rush.
All right, Lily, you're up next. no, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we were discussing songs and stuff like that, and somebody in this room said, "Oh, that band's not really that heavy," and I fucking lost my mind. And I said, "What about Go Your Own Way? That is a fucking hard rock song."
Go your own gay.
No, I didn't say
Go
that.
go your own gay way.
No, I didn't say that. Lou, you're missing.
Well, Lou.
Lou, you're missing.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Lou,
Anyway.
I didn't say that at all. Lou.
No.
Lou, that's not what I said, Lou. Anyway, but my band is Fleetwood Mac.
Yay!
Yes.
They suck.
Yes. Oh, here we go again.
No, they don't.
Children.
They're great. I'm kidding.
again.
That's a choke.
Serenity
I'm making
now.
a choke. I'm choking. I'm just
Oh, double
choking.
All right, that's it. But yeah, Fleetwood Mac, and I'm talking about like the Buckingham Knicks kind of era, on the band there. So you got this fella by the name of Lindsey Buckingham. Who would name their boy Lindsey?
No.
Anyway, you got.
Well, who would
Stevie
name their boy Leslie? Like Leslie West from.
Yo, man, don't be talking shit on Leslie West.
There it is.
Anyway, there it is.
Boom goes
You
the
got
dynamite.
Stevie Nicks. Well, hold on. Let's think about who would name their woman child Stevie.
It usually comes from Stephanie.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah. And of course, Christine McVie, the only one apropos named for her sex. But you got all three of those guys lending their voices not only to singing lead, but Lily.
All the dirtiness. No, just go ahead.
Why does it always have to go there with you?
Because I'm in here with you two.
Sorry about that. Are we rubbing off on you again?
Yeah, you wish.
But boy, when they would combine their voices, the harmonies from Fleetwood Mac. Oh my God,
Legit. That's a legit
That will be
choice.
Hey, guys, that'd be my pick so far as Fleetwood Mac. Okay.
Pittsburgh Kevin, I think that that is a great pick.
Why,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was me clinking my bottle against
such
the
a good
But you're a
example.
bottle clinker from way back. I swear to
sure.
God.
Oh yeah,
that
you
means.
know.
So, what do you got next?
I'm going to say the Cars. Next.
Duck cars.
Duck
Duck
cars.
cars. Duck cars. Duck cars.
Let's go. Come on.
The band consisted of Elliot Easton, I Hate You, Greg Hawkes, Rick
Elliot, I
Ocasek,
hate you, Easton.
Rick Ocasek, Benjamin
Really?
Orr, and David Robinson. No, I hate you guys.
What?
Ocasek is the band's principal songwriter. So they do have
that was
two
Matic.
very distinct voices, so you pretty much know who sang what. So Rick Ocasek was Good Times Roll, My Best Friend's Girl, Just What I Needed.
Yeah.
Actually, I also think Ben sang on Just What I Needed. Let's Go, Drive Candy-O is Benjamin Orr. So
Oh,
they made it so
wunderbar.
lovely.
Das gut, ja.
They all blended together and they came together as a band and they had fun.
Yes.
They got in their car and they're like, what should we name our band?
And
And,
Rick-
like, I don't know. How about the taxis?
And
And they
it's-
said, no!
Okay. And it's pretty awesome that Rick Ocasek was married to Paulina Porskova, the model.
Yes.
Which I'm always obsessed with.
Wow.
She's a nice girl too. I can tell.
She's snarky, but I like her.
She actually talks.
Yes.
Oh.
She does do that.
I
sometimes.
remember having, not arguments, but discussions with my friend Steve Guthrie about who was the better singer, Rick Ocasek or Ben Orr, like going back and forth. He really liked, Ben has like this really kind of traditionally like great pop voice, but Rick's voice is really distinctive. Like,
Oh, yeah,
Rick
yeah.
is like one of the, there's these, this would be a good podcast, like 15 vocalists who like, they're like in the first half a second,
know who
you
it
know
is.
who
You know
exactly
who
who
that
it is.
is.
Rick
Yeah.
Ocasek, David Bowie, Ozzy Osbourne, Peter Gabriel, Sting. There's like a handful of guys who are just like, the second they start, like
Yeah.
their voices are so bizarre. Bon Scott.
To me, Rick has that very new wave sound of a
Yes,
voice, so it's
yes.
just like right in that little niche there.
Absolutely.
Sure.
As an honorable mention, this is a kind of just a kind of a fun fact. And speaking
Okay.
of bands with two
Ooh, I
vocalists,
like
I'm not going to
those.
get into too crazy, but there was a period of
He said period.
Journey where Greg Rowley and Steve Perry were in the band together.
Oh, yeah?
And they did co-front the band. Rowley sang songs that Steve kind of came in, and most famously, "Any Way That You Want Me" or "Anytime," excuse me. And
Or Anyway.
what was the other one that went with it? "Anytime." There's it's like "Foreplay Long Time" by Boston. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
"Anytime" has the other song. I can't fucking remember it. It went out of my head. But in any case, well, Lily's so exasperated. I don't think I'm saying anything exasperating. I'm just explaining things.
It's just your
Are you
delivery. It's your
Feeling that
delivery.
way. Feeling that way.
Feeling that way.
There we go.
And, yeah.
I was actually doing the whole song in my head till I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to the chorus.
yeah. It's like
Did
you
you
had
ever
to
do
sing
that?
the- It's like
hold on,
it's like
wait, Lou. Keep
it's like
talking.
somebody says, "What's the 12th letter of the alphabet?" And you have to go A B C D. And pretty soon you're going E F G H. You start singing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in a college class one time, and the professor said, "I want us to say the alphabet," and we got like 7-8 letters in, and everybody started singing.
Yep.
And he was like. She says I do this every semester, and every semester everybody sings. People been doing it for decades.
Can you do the preamble to the Constitution? Think
No.
back to Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I'm not getting into that, but right. But in any case, they were. There was a cool period of Journey. So if you haven't thought of it, some people kind of don't realize, and they big hits at that time too. So the band I want to talk about real quick is the band Yes.
Yes?
People don't realize
Who's on first?
that everybody knows that John Anderson
Yeah.
is the lead singer, but Chris Squire also sang big hits. He sang "Love Will Find a Way" and a lot of stuff. He's a very. I always think that I think Chris has this very what I would call like classic pop sounding, just like every time I hear him sing, I'm like, man, like somebody should have just. Like Desmond Child or somebody should have just gotten some really good songs together, put a really great band, and just released one album with him doing something like that because he just has that kind of voice. You know what I mean? And so I kind of wish that he would have done more. But the songs that he sings were big hits. He has a great voice, but John Anderson has the more like distinctive kind of voice. So in that way, they are like the Cars. That actually made me think of the Cars when you talk about it because John's voice is really one of those. It's really kind of stands out. You know what I mean? Where Chris's voice is like, is wonderful. It doesn't have a super distinctive kind of thing, but it is great. It's just like very pleasing, in a very pop kind of way. It's very interesting how that happens. I think it's just like how those two like ended up with these great singers ended up in the same band together. You know what I mean? Just really, because a lot of times that's a tough thing to get right in a band is the singer. This is a tough thing to get right. And when you end up in a situation where you got two folks who are just really great, it's like
magical.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's like a spatial. It makes me feel all kind of spatial.
You're spatial.
I'm feeling special.
Now get on the short bus.
Oh boy.
I studied on Killing on You. I studied on it quite a bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you got, Lily V6?
It's
That's
Kevin's
my
turn.
turn.
I was talking, and it's Lily's turn after I talk, and then after Lily talks, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm just choking.
Why? You're just choking?
I'm
Not
just
yet.
choking.
Anyway, so my next band is the Doobie Brothers. Oh, yes. Okay,
There you are.
I'm waiting for him to say something snarky. That's all.
Who, Lou? He's
Yes.
busy playing with his sound effects.
I'm playing with it.
That sounds dirty.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I'll get the
okay.
right timing.
All right. And yes, you can say, oh, yeah, you're Kevin. Hey, Kevin, you're probably talking about when Michael McDonald came in, right? No, I'm not, you dunderhead.
Oh.
Honky.
That's enough of that.
Honky the
Honky the
Clown. He's our favorite.
When we tour, guys, when we go on tour, how you
Oh,
guys
my
get to
God.
see Honky the Clown live.
Oh,
You're going to get to meet
yeah.
Bones Magoo live.
I won't be there if the fucking clown's there. I won't.
Dude, we have to find a little person.
Who do you think is going to... Well, we'll get... What about
It's gonna
that?
be so great.
That
Yes?
dwarf from Game of Thrones. What's he doing now?
Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, let's get
Oh,
him.
my God. If you get Peter Dinklage, I'm there.
He'll play Honky the Clown in the movie about us.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Wow.
So who's going to play you in the movie, Kevin?
Me?
Yeah, who's going to play you?
Well, Howie Mandel.
God.
Because, he's got the bald head and a little goatee sometimes. Who's going to play you, Lou?
Who would I like to play me as Loudini? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Man, there's a lot. Jim Carrey comes to mind right off the top of my head.
There you go.
I think he would be good. I think Michael, the guy from Pittsburgh, play Batman.
Oh, Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
Sure,
I think
he'd love to do
he'd
that.
be a good Loudini.
He listens.
He'd be-
Not to this
he
podcast,
listens.
but he listens.
I think it'd be really interesting.
Can I pick who plays Lily?
Oh boy. God.
Christina Hendricks.
Because the boobs.
Oh,
No.
yeah, those are good too.
Elvira.
Elvira.
Cassandra Peterson. I would like Kristen Ritter to play me, but she's gonna have to get a boob job.
Oh my God.
Boob.
I might want her more than Christina Hendricks.
I think Cardi B should play me.
No.
I don't think that's a thing.
No.
I want to be played by Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
Could you see him getting the script in the mail? What the hell?
Well, wait
is
a minute.
this?
We would, in order for the biopic to be politically correct, one of us would have to be a woman, one of us would have to be trans, and you'd have to be a man or something.
Wait, what?
I could not possibly make that work in my whole world.
I don't think so. Trust me.
I do not have the
Lily's
brain.
all woman.
She's all woman.
Other women look up to Lily. That's it. Exactly. So anyway, my
That
pick,
was somebody
my
looking
pick
up
is
to
the
Lily.
Doobie Brothers.
Just say it. Just talk.
And
talk.
because Patrick Simmons and Tommy Johnson used to, they each
That's
sang.
right.
Exactly.
Good one.
Thank you, Bones.
Bones
is
appreciates it.
thumbs up over there in the corner. Thank you,
Oh my
Bones.
goodness.
But that's my pick. They're Doobie Brothers.
Had enough.
Hey, remember that time Doobie Brothers were on What's Happening? That was great.
I don't remember that.
That was great.
I have to pull it up on YouTube.
That's what she said. That didn't even
I'll
fit.
find
but
it
who
on Bluetooth.
gives a shit?
I'll find it on Bluetooth. But no, the Doobie Brothers. Wait,
Yeah.
I wanted to do you tell me, guys. Like, I would
Sure.
like to do a podcast, like a Doobie Brothers like retrospective. Like, there's some bands we should do a retrospective on.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with the
We
Doobie
should do a
Brothers.
Doobie Brothers retrospective for sure. We should do a retrospective on Triumph.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of bands where there's like these bands out there that maybe we wouldn't just Kansas, Styx. You could do, yeah, absolutely. They're really important
They
bands.
are,
They're
and
like-
I'm just not. I'm just not as well versed.
You know that people you know, like remember. I mean, like that song "Carry On Wayward Son" is like in tons of movies.
Oh, yeah.
and,
Everybody
you know,
knows
like,
it.
You know, everybody knows. If somebody Domo Arigato, everybody goes
Sticks.
Mr. Roboto. Like you, it's like you can't not do it.
I'd be a lot more knowledgeable on Sticks than Kansas.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing called the internet. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, but I just like to know things.
Well, you can look them up and learn them.
I won't retain it.
Oh
I
my
wanna know
God!
what
You
love
bring
is.
notes. You can read them.
I need these to stay
But I'm gonna
clear.
go blind.
Print is
I
dead.
am
We
actually.
kept
I'm gonna
giving.
start wearing my glasses here because I can't see.
You
Can
could
I-
be like us. We could be like triplets.
Wasn't Kevin? Refresh my memory.
Okay.
Wasn't there a movie called "Can I Do It Till I Need Glasses"?
Wow, I believe there was.
I have to look that up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna
a
try
real
to find,
thing?
Yeah, can I?
Why
do
am
it
I
till-
thinking like a Woody Allen kind of
Maybe.
thing?
You know what I have on my list to watch is Everything You Always Want to Know About Sex But Too Afraid to Ask.
Right.
That's fucking great.
Yes. Yes.
You can watch the Muppets Sex and Violence. That's a real thing.
Wow.
Look it up. It's for real.
Okay.
So what's your next pick?
I'm gonna pick I Prevail. It's a newer band, American rock band from Southfield, Michigan. They are the ones who rose to popularity from releasing a metal cover of Taylor Swift's Blank Space, which is what I was talking about earlier, as a single. Eventually certified platinum in the U.S. They do have, like the Butcher Babies, clean and unclean vocals. But Brian Burkheiser, Brian Burkheiser does the clean vocals, and Eric Vanlerberg does the unclean vocals. It's super infectious. It's incredible. I hate
Speaking
you.
of unclean.
Yes.
Didn't they change his underwear after he sing?
The band received 2 Grammy nominations, the Best Rock Album for Trauma and the Best Metal Performance for Bowbound. In
Oh, I thought they
1992.
meant like, they had received trauma from their music or something. Okay. That would be better. That's the problem with music, that it's not dangerous.
Well,
I liked it
you
when
know.
I'm not saying I like when people got trampled at concerts, but that's not what I mean by dangerous. I think you guys know what I mean. So I do not know that band. I wish I could say something more about it. Kevin. Is there anything
okay.
you can add to that or
Nah.
no?
I knew they weren't going to know that one.
So, how do people find this band? Obviously, they're a newish band. Why don't you give them a thing?
Give them a thing. How do people
Give 'em a
find this band?
yeah.
Well, they're actually super popular for people who actually listen to this type of music, not these two. I'm sure you've seen them many times at shows.
Well,
at
maybe we'll
St.
introduce the people that may not really listen to Mike. Hey, I'm telling you, the thing about those metal shows is they're super fun, and I think if I went to more of them, I'd become more of a fan of the music because they are very cool. Everyone I've been to has been really, really cool.
I think
Continue.
you would enjoy this one because it has the mix of the melodic and unclean vocals
Melodic.
and growling vocals.
You mean doubly?
I know there's
It's-
no good word
I'm
for
gonna
that.
actually
I know what you mean.
I'm gonna have you listen to Blank Space after the show so you can hear their
It's like
version
Butcher
of it.
Babies,
I like them better than the Butcher
but
Babies.
that's the same
yeah.
kind of idea,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Same kind of idea. I know what you mean. I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, Dirk Pritz. Cream.
Oh, yes.
The band Cream. This is an
I
interesting.
like cream in my coffee.
So do I.
There it is.
Thanks, buddy.
I hate you guys.
I hate you. I watched Bad Grandpa this week. That scene in the restaurant where he's like, wait a minute, listen to this. And he shits on the wall.
That was awesome.
Oh, he's being punished.
There are some scenes in that, like, there's like stuff I forgot about the male review strip club thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. I'm like, oh my god, because I knew it was gonna happen. I was losing my mind. Funny as fuck. The band Cream, British rock band formed in 1966. Jack Bruce, Eric Clapton, and Ginger Baker. What is so interesting about this is like Eric had never sung before.
Really?
And this is the band that got him into singing. It's very yeah. It was Jack Bruce was kind of like, well, was going to be the singer, but Eric showed like a talent for it. And he's talked about this in interviews. It was like, there was something that it was really cool about it was, he was like, this is my time. I was able to experiment with singing and kind of get my feet wet in that, and like not just singing at a bar mitzvah, but like actually like big rock albums.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
That's how he starts singing. It's the first time it's not a big fucking rock album. It's but he became like really well known for his singing later on when he became more of a pop artist in the 70s and 80s. I mean, that's what really got him over, because the music he produced during that later part of his career, or the like sort of middle part of his career, was really pop oriented. He really was shying away from guitar, like a lot of guitar-y type stuff.
Guitar-y.
So you have this band with these two really cool vocalists, and in the process, the one who was maybe not really going to be considered the lead vocalist went on to become like a rock superstar as a vocalist. So it's kind of a cool thing. But the band Cream.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys know who they are.
Sure.
Sunshine of Your Love.
Sure
and
do.
Definitely belongs on the list.
Yes. Disraeli Gears, Wheels of Fire, Fresh Cream, Goodbye.
I like
That's
Fresh
dirty. Sorry, my mind is there.
Fresh Cream.
My mind is stuck in the gutter tonight. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it happens.
That's a porno. Fresh Cream Part 9.
Ooh. There it is.
Exactly.
Fresh Cream Part 9, The Milkman Saga.
Oh my God.
Hi, I have your milk for you. You can see where it's going, right?
Can it be
There's some real, cheese mo.
Real cheesy.
Yeah. That porn music was fun. That was cool porn music.
Yeah.
The porn music they try to put in porn today is terrible. I'm like, turn that shit the fuck off.
I hate when they sometimes have their TV on in the background. I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I hearing?
Because now I want to. Hey, what's on TV?
You'll hear like,
Oh, I love that show.
You'll hear Wolf Blitzer talking about something. You'll be like, what?
It's like, when did they turn that off?
Or even if they'll just have like the radio on.
There you go.
Okay, on that In Excess song, I can never listen to again now. Thank you. That's the great thing about, there's been the democratization of music and the democratization of like film and TV with channels like YouTube and Apple like making their own stuff. You know what I mean?
See how they are.
Okay. But the first democratization to happen was the democratization of fucking pornography industry. I mean, like the second you could take something on a video and put it on the fucking internet, the goddamn first fucking thing after some scientists did, maybe a scientist did it, was porn. There's a it's a historical fact. That was like the first thing that was on the internet. But you guys, Lily's too young to remember. I know you remember when that was pretty much at least 50%, if not more, of the internet was porn.
I'm
That's
not
pretty
too young
much
to know this.
because
just so
they had
knows.
beaten
What?
porn had beaten everybody to the internet. That was the first thing to go on.
And they learned how to monetize it.
Yeah.
Put
I
your
mean,
credit
they were
card
like,
number in.
they were boom, boom, boom. They were the head. They
Yeah,
were like on that
boy.
shit, man. But it's funny, and so you see stuff like so. What my point is, the reason you hear the TV and stuff playing is because like now just like regular Joe Schmo and him and his wife or his girlfriend can make porn and just put it up
right
on
on
clips for sale. You know what I mean? Or Pornhub or whatever.
Sure.
I don't know why we're talking about porn.
You're a pervert. That's why. You are going to get a fire in your butthole.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, is it
now
time?
that's
Kevin.
happening,
Is it
Thank you.
time?
You know what? I've been thinking about this all afternoon.
Have you?
Yeah. There is.
Encourage him.
I've been playing Pastor Manning's butthole sermon,
Yes.
burning butthole sermon.
Yes.
But what you may not know, this is probably a good time to do this right now.
Yes.
What you may not know, there Renfeld, and he's on YouTube, TikTok,
Yeah.
and he takes crazy shit that people do, and he
Oh,
makes
no.
metal songs out of it.
Nice.
So this is the metal remix of Burning Butthole.
Every sodomite butthole will get in the butthole. And burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. You can't sit down because of the burning in their butthole. You can't
message this guy. Be like, you're my new best friend. Is that his fucking
He's got a burning in his funnel. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his funnel.
Okay, find
And people say rock and roll's dead.
Oh, second. That's I wanted to hold on. I want to plug in. Hold on. Manic Thrash NC. Manic Thrash NC.
Yeah.
On TikTok. Check them out. There's a lot of guys.
That's beautiful.
There's a guy. I should email him and try to get him on the podcast. He's funny as fuck. He does stuff like that all the time. With you, he is like some video will go viral with a Karen, and he'll turn it into a metal song.
That's
this
great.
guy. I'm gonna
Not this. Well, no. This
But
isn't the guy I'm thinking of. There's another guy who does stuff. He's got a bunch of stuff with like TV preachers. That was fun. But anyway, so what we want to do maybe one more round.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
One
him.
more round.
That's you know,
It is me.
Okay.
Thank you, Lily, for
You're welcome.
noticing that I'm here. Unlike some other people in this room.
Don't touch me there. This is.
Go ahead.
This
that
is
mouse
my
away.
Kevin Square.
It is my Kevin Square. So I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Eagles. Irish name Eagles and all that.
Eagles. That Eagles. So, of course, vocals shared by Glenn Fry and Don Henley.
Fry.
I do love Don Henley.
Huh?
I do love Don Henley.
He's a nice boy, too. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him. But, yeah. So those, they would trade back and forth and whatnot. So there you go.
As they do.
So that'll be my pick for this last round, the lightning round of bands that, Oh, no.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming.
Okay. As soon as you said it.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the greatest things ever.
Could you change the channel?
Fuck you, man. If you don't like my fucking music, get your own fucking cab.
I had a really
I'll
rough...
pull up to the side and kick your ass out.
Man, come on. I had a rough night, and I hate the fucking Eagles.
I had a rough night, and I hate the fucking Eagles. It didn't dawn on me to hate the Eagles until I saw that. Then it made me go, because the movie was so cool, it made me go like, wait a minute, well, there's something about the Eagles I need to find out. But I haven't found that out yet.
You still
I still
like them.
Still love the Eagles.
I still like them. I think that the argument was it's become kind of yacht rock, kind of like, very kind of, white man overbite stuff.
Wait, that's the underbite. Never mind.
But that's a good one. I like the Eagles.
Yeah,
that's
I do
that's
too.
definitely Glenn and Dawn. I mean, again, this is a good example. Timothy B. Schmidt did sing
Oh, yeah.
I Can't Tell You
sure,
Why, and Joe Walsh sang on Life in the Fat Lane. So that's a porn.
This is what I get to hear.
But for the most part, that's a good point. What do you want to do? Say maybe one more before we rock out of here.
I have Pink Floyd on my list.
Oh, that's what I was going to say too. So
okay, 67, reaching a crisis point with Sid Barrett. Pink Floyd added guitarist David Gilmour. David Gilmour and Roger Waters brought complementary voices to Pink Floyd, one husky and anthemic. Is that the word?
Anthemic.
Thank you.
Anthemic?
Not it at all. The other dramatic and high-strung, but their partnership unraveled on the later rock operas and blah, 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 and the rest is history. So,
Anthemic Pandemic. There's a band name.
Oh, there it is.
Anthemic Pandemic.
Anthemic.
Yeah, that is a fucking awesome pick. Both those guys have very distinct voices.
I've seen them both
really
separately,
neat.
too,
Really
which is
cool.
great.
Very cool. They were that was one of those bands that I immediately gravitated to when I started listening to music. I was just like, they just grabbed me. I don't know what it was about them. I at that time I had never smoked marijuana or anything like that. I had never drank nothing, but I I felt like the music was kind of what's the word I want, like transcendent or something like it. Like I felt like they were trying to like take you someplace.
Yeah.
Spiritually or something. I don't know how to put it,
No, that's accurate.
And I think that they achieved it. I think like that's the cool thing about it. I think that's why there's this meme about, being wasted in Pink Floyd and all that, drug trip thing. they kind of kept psychedelia going. Like they're still kind of like that, you know. That's so what they do. But David Gilmour's voice is haunting, like, and then Roger Waters has that kind of like cry in his voice. You know what I mean? That's just very, very cool. Very really, it's really amazing that those two guys connected. The story goes that after Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band had come out, in the years following that everybody was like waiting for the next Sgt. Pepper's. When's the next Sgt. Pepper? Like somebody is going to do it. Like that was the benchmark, for albums. And a lot of people believe that Dark Side of the Moon is that because it stayed on the charts for 15 years or something like that. Like, it's just like,
Incredulous.
Yeah. It's meticulous.
It is.
It's redonkulous.
Oh, that's what it is.
He said redonkulous.
He said donk.
It's extra large and hard.
Yeah. What was that?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I'm getting an early start
okay?
on lyrics with Loudini.
You're right.
I apologize.
Got excited for a second.
Yeah,
It's okay.
a little bit there. Yeah.
Large and hard, baby. Large and hard.
I got a
We're
little
coming at you
scared.
large and hard. There's
a
all
little
kind of
scared.
stuff in this song that we can use as fun little catchphrases.
I bet we could.
Can't wait. I'm reading it now and I'm like, oh God. Why?
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you
Oh, that's
and
mild.
me. Let's talk about
My dad hated that.
maybe
song.
some new music that Lily could enlighten us about.
Oh, you want me to read that? Okay.
Let's
do that.
talk about that for a minute.
Okay, so my new and notable is actually called The Rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They are a 3-piece band out of Waterloo, Iowa.
Waterloo. Like wanted to. They rhymed Waterloo with wanted to.
Started out as a straight up rock and roll band, but now they like to flirt with a little punk.
Oh, flirty! Oh, I like this.
You were a little punk.
They like flirty punks, Mr. Kevin.
Hooks, looks, and loud guitars
Yeah, baby.
is their motto.
Sounds wonderful.
The hottest threesome you'll ever see.
Hottest. Oh, Lord Jesus.
my!
Oh,
I have
Say,
I think I need to run down to Walgreens right now and get out one of them little rubber thingies for my John Thompson.
Anyway, they have tons of energy on the stage, and they definitely will have you dancing, especially Lou after a couple of drinks and warming up.
Wow.
You're welcome. They're going on their Filthy Bathroom Tour 2022.
I've been
like
on a
them
few of
already.
those.
From July
I've been on a few of
21st to
those.
August 8th, so go check out the schedule and support live music. Nowhere around here, unfortunately. Their albums are Bad Habits, Hot Bang, and Suck It.
I got to check these guys.
Wow.
It's 2 girls and a guy, and they're so much fun. I love
So
them.
two
I love them.
Jills and a Jack.
Yes.
Yes.
2 Jackson.
So I do have the album Suck It on vinyl.
Wow. Wowsy wow. Wow.
There's a band that reminds me, and it probably sound nothing like this band, but that reminds me of the same concept. With the, is the band Nashville Pussy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same kind of concept.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, cool, good pick.
Excellent.
We will be recovering our shit. No,
Yeah, right.
next week. It's sure. So we are going to be talking about. We'll pop over here quick. So next week is what, the 27th.
That's the
Rounding
coming.
out the month of June. 10 songs
Oh,
that
yeah.
taught us that crime doesn't
I have
pay.
so many good ones. for that.
This is going to be a fun one. Really looking forward to it. No, okay, back to your regularly scheduled program already in progress.
Kind of.
So,
Yeah.
this is gonna. Okay, hey, look, I didn't shy away from stuff like Barbie Girl and Poker Face, and what else have I not shied away from?
It doesn't matter.
So,
This is cutting edge.
heterosexual man,
Right?
So I got to give
You
the
never
ladies.
shy away from heterosexual men.
I never shy away from heterosexual men. That's my
Is that too much
that's my
information?
kink. I'm gay, but I love heterosexual men.
That-
Oh my
is that
God!
Too much information for the.
TMI, 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 TMI. You should shut up right now. TMI.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh look, I have a beverage. A beverage.
I don't need a beverage.
So that leads me right into. Excuse me, I'm playing bartender to myself.
It sounds dirty.
Hey, that's another thing we take on tour. We have bartender on stage.
Oh.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be fucking awesome.
I like that idea.
It's going to kick ass. When this goes out, I'm telling you, it's going to kick fucking ass. You're going to come to a show. There's going to be a bartender on fucking stage, like serving drinks to us.
They better have all my favorites. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't have names.
I know
We're going to have a
what
kick.
you
We're going to
like.
have a kick-ass band.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll bring like guest musicians into like depending what town we're in. So I did Heterosexual Man.
Yeah, you did.
Say oh you villain.
I like how he has sound effects of shit I do anyway for free.
So let's discuss. I don't think I can. Like read the lyrics. WAP. Wow.
Yeah, leave that off.
My own music is.
Leave that off.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, don't
I,
desecrate your music.
So if you have young children listening,
take them away, please.
What
take
is
them
wrong
away.
with you? A.
How did you get young children? Is there anything in this?
Oh.
That's hers. I went and got that just for her.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, so this is a song. Now, what is the significance of this stuff? Because as I'm looking through the lyrics, it says Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, there's different.
Oh. We are just not hip to.
Yeah, okay.
This,
Yeah.
Younger
different
generation.
Yeah, they take their turns.
And I'm not.
So it applies to the topic.
Oh my! Wow.
So
Wild
it's
Stallion.
called WAP.
W-A-P.
They all know
Been
what it is.
warned. Which is an acronym.
Oh.
Like
Is that
her.
what it
We're
is?
talking about the artist known as Her.
Yeah.
That's an acronym for at the moment. I can't remember what it stands for, but WAP
But we
is
know
an
what that
acronym.
is. Yeah, we know what that is.
Wet ass pussy. And so I have to say how. First of all, I got to talk about the title because listen to me.
Come on
It's
now.
pretty clever that they got ass and pussy in the same song title.
You gotta give credit what credit's due.
I'm like, damn, you got the front door and the back door.
Mm-hmm. All in the same.
All like in the
line.
same song title.
It's a twofer.
Twofer.
Wow. So right there, I was like, wow, just wow. I have a very kind of like, it just is what it is kind of attitude about most things in life. So I don't judge. And if you love this song, you think it's fun. If maybe like me, I think it's funny. It's like kind of like it's kind of like a dirty joke, like
Right.
you know what I mean. That
Sure.
you know, it's
Tongue
like-
in cheek, as they say.
Yeah, you know, you remember when you were a kid and you heard the first joke that had the F word as part of the punchline. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you said it real
You're like,
quiet.
"Whoa!"
You know what I mean? And that's the reason it was funny because it had a naughty word in it. And that's kind of what this song is about. That's the sort of charm of the song, if I could say that, is that I don't know if a better word for it.
Part of its charm. Yeah.
Well, you have to be in a kind of like frame of mind to not take it seriously.
Right.
Number one. Number two, I could also see where in a very raw moment of, you know, doing it or wanting to do it, that
Sure.
like I think that it says things that probably go through your mind that you wouldn't say out loud, or maybe you would say to your lover. So
Well,
maybe
Lily,
I'm just saying,
Well-
like I think a lot of it is like sexual, like exuberance that like you normally don't get to say out loud.
Anyone listening who knows me, go ahead and comment.
So that's kind of like as how I sort of like read the song. So it starts with Megan Thee Stallion. The Stallion. Whores in this house. There's some whores in this. That's just how it starts.
Yeah.
So like
Right off the bat.
Hold up. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy make that pull out game weak. So wow. Okay.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
It's real.
right off the bat. Like it's just out there, you know. So you see what you're getting. This is just
no build up.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, it's just like we're just ready to go. You know, this isn't.
Yes.
Okay, so I watched the movie Dodgeball this week. Okay,
Sure you did.
And the real derpy dude falls in love with the very manly female other dodgeballer on the other team. Like she's like she's Slovakian or something, Russian or something.
Yes, that's good.
And, yeah, very butchy. And you know, he's looking at her singing. It's very romantic. He hears the song "Lady in Red." You know, you know, it's all about the romance. This is not that.
No,
this is like you. You know, you followed me into the men's room. I don't know your name. You know what I mean?
It's the dirty bathroom tour.
Yeah.
31st Street Pub.
You don't speak from experience.
Oh, no, never.
No.
So it's that kind of thing. All right. This is a niche market. I admit.
Okay.
And it's a yeah. You fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this.
Wow.
He can't even get through it. This is what's great.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's some part in the next thing that uses a it's not the N word, but it's the sort of like softer version.
Yes.
You know what I mean of that, and like I'll say there's like almost nothing I won't say,
but
I'm not gonna say that.
No.
But I won't say that.
I knew that was coming. God,
Stereo.
Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do Kegel while it's inside.
Giddy up.
Split my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up. I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. If you want to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage, make it cream, make it scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
Wow. Well, at least she's honest.
This is a lady who's like, hey, you know, I'm just like...
This is it. This is the deal.
We've got some people making reactions to this.
Oh, I gotta see this.
So...
It's just the little... the emoji.
The emoji. What? Just give me a hint. Is it like... It's not like...
It's the...
It's the little face throwing up.
But I don't think I never like. I just kind of glanced by this song. I don't really like. I'm not. I don't come on. You know. I'm not really like. And like. When I sat down to really read the words, I was pretty surprised. I mean, like, I don't know what people are thinking sometimes, and maybe some of you in the audience could enlighten me because. I fancy myself a little bit of a wordsmith here and there. And this would never enter my mind.
No, sir.
And I have songs about, you know, getting down and dirty, but I'm
Sure.
like, dang.
Sure.
Just dang.
There's nothing left to the imagination here, Lou.
Gwobble, 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 gwobble.
Exactly.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Yeah. Quick, jump out, foe. You let it get inside of me. Yeah. I'll tell him where to put it. Never tell him I'm about to be, I'll run down on him, foe. I have something running down on me. Pow, pow, pow. Talk your shit, bite your lip. I shouldn't ask a car while you
Ask for a call while you ride that dick.
It says ask for a car while you ride that dick.
Well, we didn't want to say the word dick, did we?
Why
No,
can't
we
we say
did.
the word
We said
dick?
pussy. Why can't
While
we
you
say
ride
dick?
that dick.
Oh, that's true. This is 2022. We can say dick.
So I think I'm gonna have to probably. I think I'm gonna have to skip ahead on that one.
You think?
Oh, man.
Wow.
This is, I'm just,
It's just
I don't think, well, anyway, so I think on this edition of Lyrics with Loudini, we're going to have to say, I think you get the idea.
I think yeah.
Because
think we're done
really,
here.
I really
Wow.
don't think I can pull the rest of this off.
No.
You can look up the
No.
lyrics yourself.
Yeah.
But it's a fun little nugget. And if you have like tween daughters who are wandering around singing this song, it's just something
You
you
might want to be like.
You might just want to check it out. I don't
Hey,
judge.
now.
I don't judge. No. If your thing is your thing. I'm the last one to tell anybody what they should say or do. Trust me. All right. So that was fun. And I think that maybe I'm getting some texts being told that Lyrics with Loudini
canceled
is canceled
forever.
It should never happen ever again.
Nice job, Lou.
You know,
You finally did it.
It took
I
that.
thought the last pod. Let me just say this before we get into what happened, what the Beatles did today. I thought the last week's podcast was like horrible. I was terrified. I put off so low to the last minute, like going through and editing it.
Yes.
Go back and listen to it. It's funny as fuck. It's funny as
You
fuck.
always
Wait till you
think
listen
it's
to this
good.
one.
And I was like,
So
"This
much
is." I was like, and
Just
you know,
wait.
after you guys left, it's like, oh man, I was really bummed out.
I feel like you were just
yeah.
feeling some sort of way.
Yeah, you.
But I went back and listened to it, man. It's like, it's funny as fuck. You should go listen to it. But so, wow, you just have to like go with it. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is we're gonna get into this day in music. This is for June 20th.
Music. Sorry. Oh my.
What I think's going to be fun when we do this live too, we will have like this
Lord.
big screen behind us that we can.
Great. I can't wait to have the no-no square on a big screen behind us.
Well, we could do for like this day in music.
I was
What we
joking.
could do. Here's what we could do. Oh, when we do this day in music, we'll do it like the weekend update on Saturday Night
Oh
Live.
Lord.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Lou, you ignorant
Ignorant
slut.
This day on June 20th, 1965, the Beatles began a 14-day European tour with 2 performances. In France, the Beatles set list for the tour included Twisted Shout,
Yep.
She's a Woman, I'm a Loser. She's a Woman, I'm a Loser. How
There
ironic
you
is
go,
that?
right? Nice.
But You Can't Buy Me Love, My Baby Comes Back, I Want to Be Your Man, a hard days. Speaking of Cardi B, Cardi B had a
hard.
field day with a Hard Day's Night. She should have worked that into the song.
Yeah.
Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, Rock and Roll Music, I Feel Fine, Ticket to Ride, and Long Tail Sally. Long Tall Sally. I apologize, guys. I don't have good eyes, and that
She's in a fairy costume.
first L
Long
looked like
Tail
it was
Sally.
an I. Sorry.
Nice.
But Sally looked like Sally. There might be something on the screen or something. I
That's
don't
what
know.
it is.
I'm just saying.
not
I'm,
you at
I'll
all.
admit I'm blind.
It's not you at all.
Blind dog Loudini. Yes, sir. Well, Lily.
Oh, do you want me to read?
Up to the
I didn't know if we were still playing that game. 1969.
69, dudes.
David Bowie recorded Space Oddity at the Trident Studios, London. The track went on to become UK #1 when re-released in 75, written about the launch of Major Tom, a fictional astronaut. Bowie would later revisit some character in the song Hello, Space Boy and Black Star.
Hello, space boy.
I really love your little voice there.
You make me giggle like a little schoolgirl.
Hello,
right.
space boy.
You're just silly.
I'm just a little space girl too. Wait, that's not right. That was backwards.
Space girl.
That was backwards.
Yeah, a little bit.
Speaking of David Bowie, I'm wearing my Ziggy.
Doing
Brand new
good.
Ziggy
Look at that. I like
Stardust
that.
t-shirt.
I do like that.
Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.com, LouLombardiMusic.com. Go check them out because there's a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
You can get access to our YouTube archive and past episodes and stuff. Plus, you get access to our private inner circle group here on YouTube, or no, excuse me, Facebook. So we're gonna talk about that later. But anyways, on Facebook, and it's cool. And guys, people are commenting and wanting to kill us. Did we lose everybody after a while?
No, we have more watchers actually.
Okay.
You're like, hey,
It got around the internet, went viral. Listen to this
You
moron
gotta
reading
watch
his
this.
words. This blind guy trying to read them. I wrote a song about Janis Joplin.
Yes.
And it is the theme song to the Loudini Rock Roll Circus. It's called Pagan Mama. It's all about Janis Joplin. 1969, the first of a 3-day festival in Newport, California, featuring Ike and Tina Turner, Marvin Gaye, Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Byrds, The Rascals, Steppenwolf, The Jimi Hendrix Experience, and Janis Joplin, Johnny Winter, Eric Burden, Love. A 3-day ticket cost $15.
Outrageous.
Outrageous. That probably in $69 would have probably been the equivalent of maybe $100, maybe something like that. 50 at least. So Hendrix received $125,000 for his business, which he never saw that money.
No,
he never got that. His managers and stuff got that.
Thanks.
You doing something, Kevin? Or you doing it?
No. What? No. I only do special things.
I know. If it's about Rush.
Like maybe the 81 one I'll do.
1974, Van Morrison, the Allman Brothers Band. I don't even know what that says.
Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Thank you. Tim Buckley, the Sensational Alex Harvey Band, and the Doobie Brothers all appeared at Nebworth Park. Wow. Stevenage, England.
Oh, you're making fun of him for not being able to read.
I know,
All
right?
then.
He makes fun of himself. A special PA system was used for the event, claiming to be the best event for an outside show, weighing 12 tons and needing 5 technicians. Seems complicated.
Wow.
12-ton PA system.
All right, I'll do the next one.
Wow.
I'll use mine.
This was fun.
What are we doing? Oh, wait.
Go ahead, now do your thing, Pittsburgh.
Fast
Lily, you have to calm down.
Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
All right.
Continue.
All right. Ready? 1981, Stars on 45. Stars on 45 went to #1 in the U.S. singles chart. A medley of Beatles songs set to a disco beat.
Wow. That was so good.
That was beautiful. Finally, we get the whole thing there.
It took me a while to it takes me a few episodes. Every 7th or 8th episode, I'll get one of those exactly right. You know what I mean? I need a Fred.
Good.
If you want to be a Fred, let me know.
Yeah,
I need a Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
We need a Fred. Continue.
All right, so Stars on 45. It was the start of a flood of Stars on hits, including Stars on Stevie Wonder, punk songs, Status Quo, really? And Chaz and Dave?
Question mark.
The ones I remember the most from that were the Beatles, of course.
Yeah, the Beatles were
and
really
the
big.
Beach Boys. There was the Beach Boys, too.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I do remember Stars on 45.
I don't. I was.
I roller skated.
Probably wasn't even born yet.
No,
so
you weren't.
I gotta tell you now, man. I dumped that White Claw in my whiskey.
How'd that work out for you?
With the first sip, I thought it was the most horrid thing I
Now
ever
you like
drank.
it.
Now.
And I took the second sip, and I was like, I might be able to deal with this. There's a drink. It is the drink of New Orleans.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's called a Sazerac.
Oh.
And it's the we got Sazeracs the last day we were there, and
It sounds dirty.
it yeah,
does.
and the Quiz Rock Sazerac. He is the Quiz Rock, whatever. He is the Cuisinart Ball Sack Rack.
Wow.
So, but we got Sazeracs, and it tastes like. Oh, wait a minute. Like NyQuil mixed with how can I put it? Like NyQuil mixed with like something else that's medicine, like nighttime Tylenol, something.
Maybe that's what it is.
NyQuil.
And with a dash of Vicks Vapor Rub.
Ooh.
And you take a sip, you're like, oh, Blake, what the hell is this?
Well, after you take 3 sips, you're drunk. So
Wait a minute. What happens is that first sip works on you. It starts to do something to you. And you sit and you talk to your body for a minute, and then you go like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And like you're like the first one like hits you, and then it mellows you out, and you're like, you opens you up, and you go, that's fine. And then you're like, third one, that's pretty good. Like, God damn it, I'm having another one. And at that point, they have to carry you onto the airplane.
And you weren't even leaving. That's the weird thing.
So we should read the cookie choices. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be hilarious if you clicked on that and it was like, would you like chocolate chip cookies? Would you like Oreos?
I want a peanut butter one.
Cookie choice.
Cookie
Read
choices.
your Aerosmith.
1987, Aerosmith appeared at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, the first night on their
They
permanent
weren't
vacation.
picking no cotton either.
Permanent Vacation 147-date world tour. Over the years, the venue has been the home to Texas Jam, which has featured Deep Purple, Boston Journey, Ted Nugent Scorpions, Cheap Trick, Van Halen, Blue Oyster Cult, Sammy Hagar, Crap Rush, Nazareth, Styx, Foghat, and the Eagles. Eric Clapton notably held his first massive 3-day Crossroads Guitar Festival here in 2004.
You've got Mini Kiss and Crap Rush.
I'm sure I'll hear something about that later for saying that.
Lord. Wow.
Crap Rush.
Crap Rush.
There's a band, a tribute band to Rush where like everybody sucks.
They suck. Yeah.
I mean,
Crap
well,
Rush.
there's that.
Sorry, we're not that good, so we're Crap Rush.
It's like the it's like the shitty
I know.
Beatles.
I knew you
Shitty
were going to
Beatles.
say that.
So it's not just a clever name. Fucking love that.
I knew you were going to say
That's that movie. Like in my opinion, we could disagree on this, but in my opinion, Wayne's World doesn't really hold up. It's really cheesy.
It doesn't, but I still love it.
Yeah.
But there are some total gems. Like there's like some great fucking like it's very quotable.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most quotable comedies.
I love that Alice Cooper's in the first one and Aerosmith's in the second one, so that's my whole thing.
Mariah Carey scored her 6th Lily v. 6th
She's
number
got a
1
score.
single with I'll Be There. The number 2 hit in the UK. The song was also US number 1 for Jackson 5 in 1970. So this is a remake. So I was wondering, was it the remake? And yes, it was. You want to talk about Larry Payton?
That's you.
I'll do it. Now you call him Larry. I call him Lawrence because I have respect for the man. It's like stepping on a cockroach. What was that? Wow.
It's called Bite Chomp.
Okay, I can see that.
Sounds dirty.
Lawrence Payton of the Four Tops died from liver cancer, age 59. He's a youngster. 1965 U.S. number 1 single, I Can't Help Myself.
Can't help myself.
In 1967
Good
UK
God.
number 6 single, Standing in the Shadows of Love. So, Lawrence Payton, gone, not forgotten, at least not on this day. There you go. Excuse me.
Wow.
Excuse me.
I don't know why you
Excuse me.
guys can't fucking control yourselves.
Sorry, because we're old.
We old fucks.
Old fuck.
Yamiroquai
Yeah.
went to number 1 this day in 1999 on the UK album chart with Synchronized with a clever spelling. Very 90s thing,
See
right?
what he did?
Like Korn with the backwards
That's
K
so
and
thing,
all.
yeah.
Yeah. Very, very 90s. The group's second number 1 album. Awesome band. That would be a band to me. I don't know. That's probably not a big enough audience to do something on them, but we have to find some. I need to find some excuse to talk about Jamiroquai at least one time on the podcast. They're a great band.
I do like them.
Go ahead.
In the year 2000, nothing snarky. Phil Spector, the Ronettes were awarded $2.6 million in back earnings from Phil Spector. New York Judge Paula Amansky ruled that the legendary producer had cheated them out of royalties. You don't say.
This guy really didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
Never kill a hot chick. That's my number 1 rule.
Right, that's kind of like a thing, right?
Yeah. What was her name? Lana?
Turner.
It was
It's not Lana Turner.
Lana Banana?
No, Lana Turner. That was Mr. Vargas's wife in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That was the actress.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Paul McCartney or not?
Paul McCartney.
That's you.
Oh boy. Okay, so 2000izers at a Paul McCartney gig hired 3 jets to spray. Oh Lord. Dry ice into the clouds so it wouldn't rain during the concert. The gig in Petersburg, Russia, was McCartney's 3,000th concert appearance.
That's a lot.
You believe that?
Wow.
He had performed 2,555 gigs with the Quarrymen, and the Beatles, 140 gigs with Wings, and 325 solo shows. I thought of a joke, but I don't know if it's really nice. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus. And everybody out there, please forgive me for this, but comedy's not pretty. What do you call a dog with wings?
Paul McCartney.
Linda McCartney. Hey! ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
I don't get it.
I'll apologize. Good. I'm glad you don't get it.
I don't get it.
All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
On this day in 2006, Cletus Charles Smith, co-founder and lead guitarist of Kool and the Gang.
Oh.
He was cool. Did you know
He was
that?
cool.
It was his band.
Actually cool.
He was actually
I thought
cool.
you were just saying in
A lot of
general,
people
that
think
man
that the
was kinda
singer.
cool.
A lot of people thought that the singer was cool. No, yeah, it was him. Yeah, Cletus. I mean, that guitar riff on Celebration's pretty fucking sick, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's one of those really neat fucking things. Who wants to talk about Jimmy Buffett?
2008, Jimmy Buffett, American singer-songwriter, announced that his Margaritaville Holdings has partnered with New York gambling company Coastal Marina to buy the Trump Marina Hotel Casino for $316 million. His vast business empire also included tequila, beer, frozen food, footwear, restaurants, a resort, a record label, and recording studio. 2006 Rolling Stone magazine estimated Buffett's earnings at $44 million.
Jimmy Buffett is one of the most interesting cases in the music business because Margaritaville is like ubiquitous song from the 70s and everything like that, but really. Okay, yes, he had some other songs, but
That's
you know what I
what
mean?
everybody knows.
That's really what he's remembered for. And then he built this entire brand around this idea of this beach bum, stepped on a pop top, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Sitting around, drinking margaritas, and that's his whole thing. That's where the whole parrot head thing, everything. And it's basically off that one fucking song.
Oh, yeah, I totally
And he's
enjoy.
a multi-millionaire. And he just goes out and plays gigs because it's still fucking fun to do.
Yeah, I enjoy his bar in Orlando. I drink there a lot.
I mean, he's really interesting, and he didn't do something tragic. Well, I mean, he's an older guy. He's probably getting way up there by now. Yeah. But, I mean, he didn't do anything tragic. He wasn't killed like John Lennon was.
Right.
Or die shitting himself like Elvis did, when he was 50 or whatever. You know what I mean? He just is
Excuse me.
He kind of has his life kind of under control. Even though he probably doesn't drink or do anything.
He's 76.
Okay.
76 years.
Trombones led the big parade. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
That had nothing to do with trombones.
Songs by Elvis Presley and ABBA and the Spice Girls were among those being used in research that hope to unlock the secret of how our memory works. On this day in 2014, researchers from the University of Amsterdam. I always thought it was Hamsterdam. Don't you think they should change it to Amsterdam?
I think they should. Let's start a petition.
My Fred Willard impression. That was really funny, and I do sound like Fred Willard when I played that. I was doing the whole Fred Willard thing last week. I was like, I went back, I'm like, yes, it was. But anyways, they created an online game in an attempt to shed light on why some tunes get stuck in your head. Fans were asked to identify song clips and compare them by their catchiness.
Good fucking.
That's an interesting study.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have been part of that, actually.
Lily?
2016, Led Zeppelin. Lawyers for Led Zeppelin asked a judge to throw out a case accusing the band of stealing the riff for Stairway to Heaven. Oh, gosh, I remember when this article came out. Singer Robert Plant, guitarist Jimmy Page, and Warner Music argued that the claimants had failed to make their case after 3 days of testimony. The band were accused of basing Stairway on the 1968 Spirit song Taurus.
So here's my thing. If you
hear my thing. You
listen.
got to hear my thing, Pittsburgh Kevin.
Jesus H. Christ.
I'm sorry, you're supposed to be the colored commentator, not me. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Will Smith, he was upset.
He's like, no, we're going to have none of that today.
Get my people's name out your mouth!
Exactly.
We're all fired.
But if you listen to Taurus and you listen to Stairway, I think there's definitely some similarities.
Similarity, yeah.
But if you listen to Ghostbusters and I Want a New Drug, I'm sorry, I just don't hear it.
Are you kidding? It's the same fucking song. You can sing I Want a New Drug to Ghostbusters and vice versa perfectly.
Lou, if I may, in my defense,
Stay.
I'm drunk.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway.
Next up.
Things that spiraled, brought more attention to this case was that this was something that people in the Howard Stern crew had found and started talking about. and they were playing it and everything, and they were talking about it. And like at the time in like the earlier 2000s, Stern had just gotten on Sirius, and he really blew up. Like he just really exploded, and it was people were paying attention to that, and that was one of the things that kind of drove this drove this forward. But who knows? I mean, it's hard to say. There's been a lot written and talked about. Maybe we should do a podcast on it, on like, you know, where do you draw the line? I think it could be a good show on you know, and then there's the out and out sampling. I mean, it's a whole thing. So it could be a good topic to kind of explore at some point. You guys go and listen to it, and you know, you tell me what you think. I mean, to me, it sounds like Stairway to Heaven. I could totally hear it. Like, but it's not the whole song. It is just one part. David Gilmour's guitar collection sets several auction records this day in 2019 when nearly 130 instruments went up for bid at Christie's in New York. The former Pink Floyd frontman's most iconic instrument, the so-called Black Strat, fetched $3,975,000.
Christ.
Other items sold included a 1954 Fender Stratocaster with the serial number 0001 0.0, which was used on the recording of Another Brick in the Wall, went for $1.8 million. In 1958, Gretsch White Penguin went for $444,000. 1955, Gibson Gold Top Les Paul, also used on Another Brick in the Wall, sold for $440,000. Yeah, he plays the soul. Everybody thinks that soul is played on a Stratocaster. No, that is his Gold Top Les Paul. Yeah. Christie's declared all to be the world auction records.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy, right? Isn't that? I mean, like,
that really is crazy.
I remember when that happened, and Clapton had a few years before had sold off, like auctioned off his guitars for charity and stuff. And I don't know, man. I have kind of a sad feeling about that. It's like the end of an era. It's like we're taking on. And where's that stuff really going to end up? It's going to end up in the hands of collectors.
Case somewhere.
Yeah, like nobody's going to play it. Nobody's going to make music on it. You know, those are really special instruments. There's musicians that would be inspired playing those instruments to create music. Anyways, Danny Cedro.
Yes.
19. Happy birthday, American guitarist and band leader, best known for his work with Bill Haley and the Comets. And that solo to Rock Around the Clock is that's a really good guitar solo. It's like dang. Chet Atkins. Speaking of guitar players, happy birthday to Chet Atkins. 1960 UK single Tennesseeville, recorded over 100 albums, recording his career. Major influence on George Harrison, Mark Knopfler. Atkins died on June 30, 2001.
Yeah, happy birthday. Oh, he's gone. Never mind.
Billy Guy.
I fucking love Billy Guy.
Billy Guy.
Go ahead, Lily.
Love him.
Billy Guy, the Coasters, the American rhythm and blues rock and roll vocal group, scored the 1958 U.S. #1 single Yakety Yak, the 1959 U.S. #2 and UK #6 single Charlie Brown, as well as Youngblood and Poison
He a clown! Charlie Brown! Poison Ivy! Youngblood! Yakety Yak. Don't talk back. I made up all kind of words to Yakety Yak when I was a kid. I was like, Yakety Yak, don't smoke crack.
That could have been
that
a
does
PSA.
not surprise me.
That could have been a public service announcement, Lou. You could have been a millionaire. Money on crack.
Okay, Mickey Most. Not born this day in 1936. Record producer, member of the Most Brothers during the 50s. Produced hits for The Animals, Hoymans, Lulu, and Jeff Beck. Ran his own label, RAK, during the 1970s with hits with Hot Chocolate, Susie Quattro, and Mud. Most died at age 67.
He will be missed.
Yeah. That was all like rock legend stuff right there, man.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know this.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so
I
we're
don't
just
know who that
we
is.
don't know you. So happy
go
birthday
on to somebody we know.
Happy birthday, Jerry Keller.
Yeah,
Good luck to you, buddy.
He's probably alive listening. He's like, you fuckers.
Merry Christmas, Brian Wilson. American singer-songwriter with the Beach Boys,
There
in
you
case you've
go.
been living under a rock. Scored the 1966 UK and US #1 single Good Vibrations. Plus over 25 other UK top 40 singles. The 1966 classic album Pet Sounds is widely considered to be one of the most influential albums in music history. Wilson released and toured the Lost Beach Boys Smile album in 2004. He as influential as that record was. Pet Sounds sell well. It was considered. It was a flop. It was and
I feel like we've talked about that once.
and he was, but later, but then you got, then what ended up started happening is people like John Lennon and Paul McCartney started saying, well, it's like their favorite
listen to
album.
that.
You know what I mean? So he eventually became validated, vindicated on that. Who wants to talk about Anne Murray? Murray! Oh, Murray!
I'm not going to talk about her.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, Anne. I love you. Canadian singer.
And
Anne
she
Murray-
needed you too. Wow. See how
She
you are?
did. She needed me. Trust me. No, she didn't needed me. She needed me, and it really hurt.
Oh boy.
1946. Anne Murray can. I almost said comedian. No, she's Canadian. Eh? I'll do it like a Canadian. Oh, 1946. Anne Murray. Hey, Canadian singer Anne Murray, who scored the 1978 U.S. #1 and UK #22 single "You Needed Me."
Wow.
What?
Hell.
Wow.
Calm down, man.
Murray was the first Canadian female solo singer to reach #1 on the U.S. charts. Happy birthday, Anne. How long does it go on for?
It's 34 seconds.
Wow.
You never realized how long 34 seconds was until now. All right. Next up.
That was a crazy rendition you just did.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Anne Murray. Where's your toque?
Happy birthday, Dolores Brooks from the Crystals. And this guy, Lily, I know who's one of your favorites.
Look at this guy
Lionel
here.
Richie, 1949 American singer,
Stuck
songwriter,
on
actor,
you.
and record producer,
Feeling down deep in my soul.
who with the Commodores had the 1978 UK and US #1 single "Three Times a Lady." Solo hits include the 1984 UK and US #1 "Shut Up" single "Hello." He co-wrote the 1985 charity single "We Are the World" with Michael Jackson. You guys,
I'm dancing on the ceiling.
I fucking love that song.
Truly,
Don't tell anybody.
truly in love with you. This man is like, oh God, he was inescapable in the fucking,
Right.
especially the early part of the 1980s.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, like,
Kicking ass and taking names.
they just and he came out of the Commodores, and the Commodores that's a great fucking band. I mean, that is just like one of those really, really good bands. And, I mean, like, that was back in the day. Like, you think of bands like the Commodores and the Jacksons, they played instruments, and they sang, and then they wrote. I mean, it's like, well, the Jackson 5 had people, like, kind of writing for them in the beginning, but, they did, this was, like, real musicianship. But anyways, yeah, Lionel Richie, he deserved all the awards and stuff he got. Like, good for him, Bay City Rollers, Alan Longmuir, with the #1 single "Bye Bye Baby," plus
Bye Bye Baby.
a bunch of other things. Saturday Night.
Right.
Okay, happy birthday to him.
No, he passed away back.
Michael Anthony.
Hey.
People can't talk about Anthony.
Oh, you're pointing to me. Look at him.
Uncle.
See what he's doing over there? Excuse me. Oof.
I want you to read it.
Oh,
I'm trying to get
That's
you.
why I
he was over there. I thought he was trying to read it.
I was
but he
telling you
doing
to
it
read it. I said because you'll know you're what a Van
My
Halen person.
God,
you are.
and I'm a bass player, so there
Man,
you go.
nerd, so come on.
Hey, Mr. Bassman.
On this day, 1954, a young Michael Anthony, American bassist who worked with Van Halen, and other acts. Anthony markets a line of hot sauces
Belhasa.
and related named. He has a number of custom-made bass guitars, including a Jack Daniels model shaped like a whiskey bottle. That's Lou. Lou, that's not bass, Lou. Lou, that was a piano. Okay? Hey, Michael Anthony's not a penis.
He's
a bassist. He's
Are
not
you
a
sure?
penis.
Are you sure?
I got hey, I went down there to Piani's and that and got me this piano. It's the only song it plays.
So sorry.
Oh
Next up.
God. Gee, with Kelly Johnson. From the British rock band Girls School.
God, I loved her.
Born in 1958. Happy birthday, Kelly Johnson.
You know, like women go, oh my
Blonde
God,
Kelly Johnson.
You know that Mick Jagger, he's so sexy, and you're like, as a guy, you're like, what the hell are you saying? Kelly Johnson was my Mick Jagger. She was kind of scrawny and stuff, but man, she was fucking badass. Kelly Johnson.
You're going to talk about John Taylor. I'm going to say happy birthday to Simon Underwood from Pig Bag.
Wow.
Number 1 single 1982, number 3 single 1982 in the UK charts. Papa's got a brand new pig bag. I have no clue. I thought it was funny. Happy birthday to Simon Underpants. Go ahead.
1960 John Taylor, bass and co-founder of Duran Duran, who scored the 1983 UK number 1 single Is There Something I Should Know, plus 25 other UK top 40 singles, and the 1984 US number 1 single The Reflex. Also a member of the Power Station, which I love.
Power Station. You said it wrong. It's Power Station.
I don't speak like that.
Power
I'm actually not from Pittsburgh at all. Who had the 1985 UK number 14 single Some Like It Hot, which I love, and I have danced to with that kid from, oh my God, European Vacation. What's his name? But Rusty, because he dances to it. And
Rusty the Clown.
Oh, Rusty the Clown.
No, not Rusty the Clown.
Rusty Trombone.
What is his
the Clown?
name? Jason Lively.
Oh,
Jason
I didn't know that.
Yes.
See? Good thing you're here.
Oh my.
Oh my God. I don't know. No. Twiggy Ramirez. Yeah, Twiggy Ramirez. Oh, ándale.
Why?
We are done.
What is going on?
We've had
here?
enough. I have to go to the bathroom.
All right,
Twiggy Ramirez.
Just go.
American musician Geordie Osborne.
I really feel like
No, Geordie Osborne White, a.k.a. Twiggy, bassist with American rock band
Oh,
Marilyn
that's who it
Manson.
is. Yes,
Had
okay.
1998 number 1 album, Mechanical Animals,
Oh,
also
Lord.
member of Goon Moon and A Perfect Circle.
Lordy Jesus.
Okay. Oh, Chino Moreno from the American alternative metal band The Deftones. Happy birthday
Oh,
to
there
you.
you go.
Charlotte Heatherly from the rock band Ash.
Yes.
Had a number 11 UK singles called "Girl from Mars."
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
There's a lot
There's bugs in
Somehow
here.
we got bugs.
Oh, jeez.
We got a bunch of goddamn bugs.
Oh, jeez.
Adam Hamley, guitarist for the
Sure.
English indie rock band, the 1975. Happy birthday! So
Yes.
that is our Lily. We need you back here. She's got to look at the folks and talk to
She
them.
had to use the ladies' room.
I heard that there's a meeting in the ladies' room later.
Yeah, it's the dirty bathroom tour.
Did I ever tell you about the time?
Yes.
Me and Gary Matassa thought.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, I thought, and
Hey, there's my
he
cat.
didn't think this at all. So I shouldn't implicate him in this.
Okay.
But
Forget
I
that
think I was
name.
telling him that
Forget that
we
name.
should create a Facebook group with photos in all the clubs we were playing in.
That's beautiful.
Because some of these places were just total hellholes.
Mm-hmm. Like troughs. Troughs that didn't hold any kind of liquid. Yeah, I've been there.
The men's room the men's room at this one place out in Amity.
Was it
First of all, Amity?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a horror. The men's room was a horror. Before they remodeled since. The place still smells like sewage, but by the toilet was kind of slanting like into the floor.
Yes,
like, a
as
little
it
bit.
does.
You
Is that about
know.
Rinky Dinks?
I was trying not to name the place.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want to shame the guy.
Oh no, they know they don't care.
Oh, yeah, they're like proud of it.
And by about 8 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
it was trashed. Like somebody had ripped the like paper towel dispenser off the wall and
Wow.
shoved it in the toilet and
Yeah.
smashed it. Then like took a crap on top of that.
Exactly.
And there would be like flies and spiders crawling all over it.
Wow.
By about 10.
And that was the good part of the place.
And there was a pig running around.
Well, they don't have all that happening now. I was just recently there.
I was like, God damn. It was like, no. Like if people think, unless you had been there during that era, you would know I'm telling the truth. But most people will think, okay, that he's speaking hyperbolically. I am
That's
not.
what I was thinking.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
No, it's for real.
exaggerating. This
Yeah.
place was like, what the fuck? And that was the crown jewel. None of them were quite as bad as that, but there was some insane shit, man. Some of the fucking bathrooms, and you play some of these fucking honky tonks.
Yeah. You should. It could be a coffee table book.
So
Bathrooms.
Lily, take a look. Anybody? Any comments we need to
Oh, Lord.
address?
Ow, if I don't break
Any
myself.
controversies?
Don't break yourself.
Michael Goltz, who's the ugly guy on the right. That would be you.
Ha ha. Who let a goddamn fucking cat down here?
Sorry.
Bill Damiano said it's worse than you reading Barbie World. Now you know. Tim Johnson, butcher babies are great. Yes.
I like it better on the xylophone
than
on the piano. But
Yeah.
Michael Peternell, Greg Rowley, and Steve Perry. Kelly Keegy and Jack Blades.
Oh, yeah.
Keegy, I said it wrong. Tommy Shaw and Dennis DeYoung, Lennon McCartney, Jefferson Starship, Fleetwood Mac. These are all from him.
Right.
And then we got a laugh emoji and the scared emoji.
Yes.
Reading.
Somebody said Jefferson Starship.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Michael.
Okay, Marty and Grace Slick, and then later Mickey Thomas, not Mickey Dolans.
Mickey
No,
Rourke.
not Dolan.
Mickey Rourke. Would it be great if Mickey Dolans, Mickey Rourke, and Mickey Thomas would start a band?
That would be something.
The Mickeys.
The
Mick Jagger could be their manager.
There you go.
I also had Kiss. I had ABBA. I had System of a Down. I had Blue Oyster Cult. Lacuna Coil. The Who.
Oh, yeah.
Lacuna Coil.
What?
Say that. Hakuna Matata. Lacuna Coil is going to cover Hakuna Matata.
That would be great,
They
actually. I
should.
would like to hear that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Hakuna Matata is like one of the greatest sayings ever. I kind of live my life by Hakuna Matata.
Means no worries.
Yep, Hakuna Matata.
That's lovely.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Wonderful phrase.
It's not Irish,
It isn't?
but it's not. So, did Jin's guys? We didn't get to talk about it in the beginning. Did Jin's guys do anything like cool over the weekend or anything? Or
Friday night, I went to Star Lake and I saw Train and Blues Traveler and Jewel.
you
That's
bitch!
cool.
You
Whoa,
fucking
whoa,
bitch!
Whoa!
I love Train.
It was super
Yeah.
fun. I went with coworkers. Then I ended up at the Hofbräu and drank a couple beers and then I went home.
Yes, you do.
Saturday was my dad's retirement party at my
Nice.
sister's house, which congrats to Dad. And then Sunday I went to the bullpen in Avella. Had a great time. Saturday night I went to Guntown over in Cannonsburg, and that's where I was offered $22.50 to show my breasts. I said, really, the 50 cents?
Well,
Well, okay, so the story goes.
How much I have?
I got hold on. Let me see how much I have.
Mildred, you got anything in your purse?
Here, let me tell you the story. So I walk up with Sissy to go to the bar, and I bump into this guy, and he turns around like he's going to yell at me, and then goes, "Oh my God, your tits are huge." I said, "Oh my God, how'd they get on me? I'm so sorry." He's like, "Can I see them?" And I said, "How much money do you have?" And he said, $22.50. I said, "That's not going to do it." So he's walking around asking guys at the bar for extra money so I
you
could
do.
show, and I'm like, it's not happening.
Do you take credit cards?
Declined.
Uh-huh.
Declined.
Decline.
Decline. Yeah, you've heard.
Wrong.
Insufficient funds, motherfucker.
He was very sad, but my mom suggested next time I should offer motorboats for $100.
Well, there you go.
My mother
then.
suggested.
Well, your mom's cool.
I think there's more to that story.
No, that's the whole story.
No, what I think happened is,
here we go.
I think Lily is talking to her mother about something that she wants to purchase, that she's trying to figure out how she's going to afford to buy. And her mother was probably at that point chimed in when during the situation saw an opportunity to give you good sound advice for how you might achieve your financial goals.
advice.
No, I can buy all the things I need. I'm fine.
You should call. You should.
Hakuna Matatas. Someone needs punch.
Hefferson and Titzman.
I think that. I think that like
Financial advisors.
We should have a contest.
Oh boy.
And the winner gets the motorboat.
No.
Depends on the contest.
We could do something
Depends
for
upon
charity.
the
What if we did it
listener.
for charity?
I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. See?
If it's for charity, for sure, I will do it.
Damn. I don't know, man. Okay, well, let's not talk about that right now. That could get us on. Oh, so comments. Anybody
like
want
the
to?
kissing
So that was it. We did
We
the
did all
comments.
that was it.
Okay, all right. So we need to get the hell out of
Oh,
here.
wait. What's the last one there? Come on.
That's from Joe Freeman.
Hakuna
Come on,
Matata-
Hakuna
Tatas.
Matatas.
Me tatas.
Nice, Joe.
Me tatas. Oh, me tatas. Oh, I like me tatas.
You like your tatas.
Let me touch
That
me
word.
tatas.
Lord Jesus.
Oh boy.
And so I went to Wilmington, Delaware, which you people go, what?
I know where that's at.
It's a very cool little area. And wasn't like in downtown Wilmington. That's a shithole. But I'm sorry if you're from Wilmington, but
We're just
the suburby kind of areas. I mean, there's the Brandywine park and all this. It's really, really cool. And I went to visit my sister who lives there, and we had a really nice time. Went to a winery one day and just sat out, and man, I was tripping and drinking wine and doing bitches. No, I wasn't doing bitches.
You don't drink wine often.
But I was.
And you
It
don't
was
do
this
bitches.
winery, and I spent an insane amount of money. I bought it for everybody.
Of course you did.
Because I was very grateful and feeling really nice. It was just beautiful. It was just a beautiful day. And there was a guitar player who was performing. Kevin found this interesting, and he was using one of those loopers. And he really had it down. He was like, so what? In between, like I was up and talking to him, and he said, you have to get the kind where like you just barely have to touch the pedal. He says the one where the pedal goes click click like
click,
that.
yeah, no.
He said they're really hard to do. And I was like, son of a bitch. When I thought about it, he had ones boomerangs. You remember that? I don't know if you ever seen it. It's called a boomerang. So like one of those looper things.
Yeah,
But anyways, it was really cool. Man, he was a really good guitar player. He did great renditions of like Pipeline and Walk Don't Run. He did some cool guitar instrumental
that's
stuff.
cool.
But then he sang and did like every era, everything you could imagine from like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, current, whatever. He did not sing Wet Ass Pussy though, so I was very
No, he
disappointed.
didn't.
We had a good time. I got sunburn.
We had a good time. We got sunburn.
It was very cool. It was very
That's
cool. Very,
nice.
very, very cool. A lot of really attractive African American women. Oh shit! Shouldn't have said that. I don't have that in common with John Mayer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Lily made me.
Lily and I are just sitting here silent.
Lily
letting you
gave me
dig
this.
that hole.
Lily handed me these pills before the show started. Said, "Just take these. You'll be all right."
They were
That's-
Midol.
I was just giving them back.
You were giving them back.
They were Nuprin.
Nuprin, little yellow, different.
I had my Doan's pills. Remember Doan's pills?
Doan's pills.
They
yep.
advertised on TV.
Yes.
Oh, my back.
Yes.
Get my Doan's pills. We should get we should become sponsored by Doan's.
Doan's pills. Yeah, there you go.
WolfsCustoms.online. Wolf's Customs, find them on the internet. LouLombardiMusic.com and Loudini Rock Roll Circus.com. Check it out. All kind of cool stuff there. RockRageRadio.com. Download the app so you can hear great music content 24/7. And Lily, tell us about your show.
Hot Licks with Lily 6, Thursdays on Rock Rage Radio. Download the app for free or just go to rockrageradio.com. I have Damn Your Eyes on this week for the interview.
Oh, there you go.
That is a R&B song. Did you know that? Do you know the song Damn Your Eyes?
I don't.
It's an old R&B song.
I thought it was a reference to Young Frankenstein, but it wasn't.
I believe. I mean,
Might be.
It wasn't, I asked.
yeah.
Oh,
I
there you
think
go.
it's. Anyways, it's an old R&B song. And very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Excellent.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Anything going on? You
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Just happy to be
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Do what I can for the ball club.
Yo.
Okay.
Loudini Rock Roll Circus be very, very good to me.
All right.
Now we're
All
fine.
right then.
Celebrity voice in person.
Not very well.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry. It was Deepak Chopra. I'd like to thank Deepak for being on the show with us. That's very random, Deepak Chopra.
That is. Yeah.
That we would be the only that would be the crowning jewel in the live tour. The Deepak Chopra.
He comes out.
Obviously.
He comes out.
If he has a sense of
High
humor.
five
You know
us.
who would do something like that? Wayne Dyer would have done it. Have you ever seen him talk? Remember Wayne Dyer?
I don't
Him and
think
Deepak. He was like before Deepak Chopra.
Maybe
but
I
they
have
were on
to
the
look
same.
this
They
up.
taught the same kind of like
Okay.
spirituality. But Wayne would like tell dirty jokes and stuff on stage.
My favorite thing.
He was very cool guy. But anyways, I digress. But yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Next week we're going to be getting into songs that taught us that crime does not pay. And after that, we'll be getting into July, and we will have July's programming for you and I'll let you guys know what's coming up. We have some cool ideas coming. I'm working on a really big idea that I'm going to get all y'all in.
All y'all.
I want to get all y'all in.
All right then.
And I will. That is what's going to kick off July. It's going to be part of the 4th of July week thing that we're going to do. So,
Nice.
all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Check us out on the web at LouLombardiMusic.com, LoudiniRockAndRollCircus.com, Lily V6, Pittsburgh Kevin. Thank you guys so much. Keith the Hawk Hawkins for behind the scenes throwing ideas and stuff at us.
Thanks, Keith.
Just being a brother.
Thanks, Keith.
We do really appreciate it. Okay, guys, have a great one, and we'll catch you all on the next Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
You ain't nothing without love.